not going to see that. For the most part, 100 Thieves just carving their way right through into Market and starting to try to take control of the site. That's going to send Brax, possibly his teammate here on site with him, further deeper into the pit, while 100 Thieves is going to take a little bit of control.
And they are quickly into that. Crashes those stays in the workshop as Brax gets onto the site. They do trade a lot, but they lose control of the site and the spike, though. Your boy Dre comes right back up, takes out Crashies, and all of a sudden, it's a 2 versus 3 that they've brought it back to after a rough start getting that site. 2 players coming through main, and Skadoodle will clean it up, both back-to-back. Venerated and your boy Dre, and pistol round goes to T1.
Some quick pickups there from Skadoodle to close it out. They're just going to let their Sage finish off the defuse real quick here so they can get the extra ultimate orb. And off of that, as we said, we'll see T1 get off to a booming start. Is up in Market exit to prevent any re-rotate from T1. Ska's going to start this off good. Food's going to have pressure coming in his direction. It'll still be nearsighted when the push comes his way. So Hiko will find a quick pick there as we see 100 Thieves go for a quick switch up, try and push for short control. They're now back over on Market, swinging onto the B site. They're going to work their way down there. We'll see the pressure continue to fold out onto site. Crashies unlikely going to be the first point of contact. Another great paranoia swing coming in from the defenders here. Venerated is able to trade onto Brax, though, but Crashies is holding strong. Finds his second, goes for 3, but is going to be taken out. Hiko will find the exchange. Unfortunately, Hiko, only one of their players still alive from 100 Thieves here, but Hiko's going to make the impact onto a third, and Venerated will close things out to give 100 Thieves their opening round.
Crashies looks to be the only player here, and with only a Sheriff, it's going to be hard to defend.
See them start to push in here. Crashy's still sitting on the other side of the equation, though, but Brax is going to pick up the first response from further back in the site. Venerated, along with 2 others from the team, are going to be able to push in. We see the paranoia swing out, but there's no follow-up from T1 on the defender's side of things, so we'll more than likely see that paranoia fade away before anyone can capitalize on it. Spike also going to go onto the ground. At the moment, T1 not trying to immediately go for the retake, so 100 Thieves is going to take a lot of control.
I like what they did, actually, even that up for a good portion of that. But with that, they're going to put time on their side, or on the other people's side here, as 100 Thieves has that in their advantage. There's a recon pull, Venerated through the wall on the food, but instantly the resurrect comes in, Crashes, finds 1, maybe 2, and AZK as well, all up to Valiant in the back hall here, and he gets 2, but they already spotted out his position, and Brax is there with the double peek on top of it. It's going to be impossible for Valiate, and T1 does respond with the defuse. It was going to be close, but a well-done retake.
Food, in the meanwhile, is falling back, and that's more than likely a good decision, considering the pressure that's about to work its way from Catwalk over towards that site.
Finally a test on this site. Skadoodle is here. Fault line's coming in. There's players coming in from Tree, and also that A main. Things are getting difficult, but they slow down as the utility is used quickly to deny this. Finally through the door, it's Venerated with 2. AZK is going to come through the behind and catch Valiant finally, but they still haven't even gotten the spike down. And Brax is there to respond on the Pride, who finally peeks his shiny little head up the side. And all of a sudden, things are looking very difficult. There's still spike not down finally. As we approach this 3v3, the retake has to be Prime still, as this is difficult. The setup there, Crashies gets your boy Dre out of position, and all of a sudden, they've tipped the tide. Neural theft as well, and they know where both of them. Brax with the spam through the walls, from the rafter, down below. It's Crashies who picks up the final onto Venerated, and it's another round for T1, and like we saw, Blue, they're getting rolling on this ascent. This map has been dominant for them, and it's showing again. Put AZK on the secondary operator, and move Brax back towards B with the Phantom, because they can expect on the low money situation that this is going to happen. They're going to try to crash through B again, but it's a trade. Brax does not win it out. The recon bolt spots Crashies, but his movement too good. Hiko again, though, with the spam on the Crashies. That wall is so thin. And they do have the sight, but they don't have the weapon. Spike not even there. Your boy Dre is going to revive Venerated. But is he actually going to find a position against AZK? Well, has this aim
dark
down
cover
right in the spawn. Finally, the spike goes down.
That dark cover, the only reason he's staying alive right now, so a good assist coming in from that. Although you've got AZK holding the line. Venerated, though, still able to pick up at least 1 more before going down to food. Shock darts going in from AZK to try and split up the setup from within the site. Attackers still have 3 players standing up. 1 from T1 is heavily lit in the meantime, as they're going to try and move into retake. Food already eliminated as he tries to push down into the pit. And now for AZK, the best choice here, considering his loadout is not going to be to retake anymore. It's going to be to fall back, pick up an exit if possible, but more importantly, save that off for the next round.
He opts to actually go over towards this defending spawn, finally picks up Pride, but a risky play, knowing that they possibly could have been chasing him down straight through that market. The angles are not there for AZK with the tree angle. And there's going to be 5 players there. Slow orb. They're going to push through it, and Ska's just watching that. A mistake from Venerated for sure, as his teammates were not behind him on that one, but aggressive peek from Ska. Thankfully, it doesn't pay. They're going to try to get through this. A split. Hiko is going to take him out, though. Knows the position that Ska is going to end up grabbing, and they're going to have to spray through this wall or opt to do something different. There's a... from the shadows from Hiko, but looks up into sight. Valiant also working that door is still on to AZK, and all of a sudden they've got space. An aftershock to push Brax off too, but Food finds another, and they don't have... oh, they do have the spike in. It's planted down in really good positions because they still have tree control. The retake is going to be difficult, but Food is in towards a main.
Hiko's still with a good hell position too, so this is a really tough retake. Crashies though starts this off well once again. Food will be lost as he tries to push back in. That will give away Hiko's position, but that doesn't mean Hiko's a dead man just yet. He can still make a lot of play from right here. They're going to jump down, try to take him out, and actually Hiko's not able to line up on anything. Crashies takes him out outright, and T1 should just be able to sneak off this defuse on the spike, reaffirming that lead at 6-2 against the 100 Thieves.
But look at this. They've got mid control. They pushed all the way aggressive. Food is way down, and they basically know what's coming. You can see the Sova, AZK already rotating off of A as they make their approach finally into B.
Oh, so many traps. We can hear the slings as they're trying to work their way through them here. And the reason we see T1 taking mid is obviously because of the massive stack from 100 Thieves trying to push their way forward. This Cam got a lot of info too, but at the moment, the only kill we're going to see go up on the board is going to be Valiant's frag. Crashy trades that back though, but Venerated will eliminate him, securing B control here for the attackers on 100 Thieves. It's not necessarily a lockdown site though. Skadoodle and a few of the others are already moving in for a retake, but it's not going to pan out. Hiko finds 2 at the end towards A once again. For the most part, T1 have been able to fend these off, and Food, he can pick up a multi here and stop it before it even begins, but that won't be the case. Skadoodle is going to have to step up to the plate now instead. Food is lost on the trade, although he does take one with him. So 2 will be down, now 3 in fact, for the side of 100 Thieves. Hiko will finally eliminate Skadoodle, but the damage is already done. They put it down to a 3v2 with all 3 of the remaining T1 players still at 100 HP. The good part is the utility's a little bit light, but at the same time, we're going to see an ult pop come out here, trying to reveal a bit more intel for T1. It certainly does that. Tries to lock out the last positions of these attackers. Hiko's going to sneak in, slam the door shut behind him. With time getting incredibly low, will go for the plant, but they might be able to outright deny it here with the ult, and in fact they will. Brax picks up one of the last kills here now. Although the spike does go down, still plenty of time to defuse that and pick up another round for T1.
Just like that, it's the exact same story. T1 gets another one, possibly going to go up even further. As we look at the money situation, it's a doable buy. 2 players are going to be a little bit rough on economy, so they might opt to save.
They're going to see where it's coming from. They're going to rotate, and they're more than likely going to be able to put a stop to it.
But the setup is so good. Skadoodle going to get the op shot, and now they have no clue that Food is there, especially with the wall off. And then the breach ultimate rolling thunder right down this corridor, though. He gave up the spots. An aftershock will also get your boy Dre, but orbital strike will ultimately end that. But the job is done, as Food has knocked him out. Even an ultimate from Brax to spot exactly how many players are there. What is the strength of this push? And they back off again. I mean, 100 Thieves keep getting pushed off when they have a plan. It's desperation. Hiko even tries to use his ultimate into the B site with the spike, and they've got that down now too. Valiant on his final steps, and it looks like the final cry here in the second half for 100 Thieves as T1 picks up 3 in a row to go up 9-3, and they do what they wanted, which is a dominant start. And there is an aggressive setup in this B main. If he lurks too far ahead, he might get his head taken off by 2 players playing in the crossfire. Yes, your boy Dre is there, but they're all towards A. And there has been no rotates really pulled off from this. Here's the approach, recon bolt in, and Skadoodle with the wall too. This could be really good for them.
Paranoia swings in from the side, did not affect the player sitting underneath, but thankfully Valiant was already low enough. Brax and Food also finding kills against the rotates that move into that site quickly. Great opportunity opened up here now for 100 Thieves, only losing one player on the execute. And as far as 100 Thieves is concerned here, gonna have to do a lot of effort to rotate back in and take out T1. Still give them control over the pistol. Dre starts this off strong, though, continuing from the performance previously, but he can't follow it through. Brax is able to take him out in a very long-range battle from the exit of Long. Gets him up there and leaves pretty much everything up to Pride here now for 100 Thieves on the pistol.
And 2 and 12. If there was a time for him to start shining and to bring back that confidence that you know he wants, it would be now, but AZK will at A's sights. Don't think it revealed anybody, though. Crash is now with the lead. Into the site, there's Sage and Brimstone here. Your boy Dre, nice shoulder peek from Crashies to bait out the shot and push him back down. Double cage on the CT spawn with 13 seconds left. There's going to be a flash to take this site. Door has been put down in a wall as well. This is a really nice wait and take. As Food finds one, they've got to get this last player. No time for the spike. I think he's planning behind the box, so yes, he will get it. And Pride jumps through this corner and does take it out finally, but AZK is still up.
AZK trying to hold on here, but misses that one angle. He fails to check, unfortunately, so Valiant will run in from the market entry, eliminate him. Still plenty of time for that defusal, of course, so Nico's going to have no problem sneaking that off, but that will be, I believe, the first round of this half going to 100 Thieves, and they'll also push it forward up to their fourth round. Hiko currently leading the charge for his team there at 13 and 12. Next highest teammate being Venerated at 9 and 14.
In the site, this might go bad quickly.
See a lot of pressure starting to work its way in. Crashes with a good start, but they have a teammate there to immediately send it right back the other direction. Working their way out now for multiple players, but at the moment, we see T1 taking control of the situation. It's not going to stay that way, though. Dre, with the next pickup, Skadoodle is going to res Food back into this fight, bringing the total man count up to 4 right now for T1. 100 Thieves still down at 3. Hiko's going to change that, though, by eliminating Brax outside on the flank. Now they just have to worry about the site players. Still having to start that retake, though. A lot more work to be done. See T1 as well still with one more ult. They could send that out at any given time if they need to. And there we go. It's going to roll in. Hopefully stun the people pushing in from tree. Not the easiest find, though. Skadoodle and Dre, both on the Sage, pick up a kill for either team. T1, though, a lot of time being wasted from this. And Skadoodle, another clean kill. AZK will pick up the last one. And T1 push it up to map point. And have to offer us in terms of their execute.
I definitely feel bad to lose to an eco round on match point. If you're Hiko and crew from 100 Thieves, it is going to be him solo in towards tree. And the flashpoint's in. He gets blind. He has to fall off. And all of a sudden, he leaves it up to the Cypher player on site. And he's going to be able to hold on. Valiant down in dark. He's going to find Food, but Brax will trade him out. And now he's got a Phantom. He's going to start the spray. Still 4 players up on the retake. There are 3 coming from heaven. Actually, all 4. And it's even going to be from the shadows into spawn. A brilliant play from Brax, but he gets sent back, but does get the info.
So much time being wasted here. 100 Thieves need to find their way out onto the site. A good opener from Dre, but he's not going to be able to take it any further. Venerated now finds the next one here for 100 Thieves. Bring it down to just 2 at the moment for T1, but they push the timer very, very far down. This could be the end of it. AZK already picking up 1 kill. The rest of 100 Thieves desperately trying to move in, grasping for a position to get onto that spikes, but Brax using his position so well, makes it a quad kill in the final seconds of the round, and closes out the map for T1 as they take control. 13-5, a beautiful closer from Brax.
Brax adds insult to injury on the map of Ascent. 13-5 into the final rounds. Gets the entries, but also the 1v2 in the final moments. And here's the scoreboard. No camera for him to spot this. That they're coming through B main. He might get caught out of position. They're already on the site. They've got a wall up, and Food finds your boy Dre out of the corner over the wall. But Elliot looking forward. He plays through Cyber Cage, but Brax Food is looking back, and he dominates. And all of a sudden, they were going to have the site to plant that spike. And we've got lurks going on. Crashies is still in mid. Pride is aware that that's a potential possibility, but they've got really no room at all to work out this D heaven. Venerated, though, drops down and finds AZK. He gets right into quick and dirty, but now by himself. Who tries to find him? Yes, he does. Tico. Pride still finds Crashies the lurker, but it's only now 2 versus 2. Skadoodle trades back on the Venerated. Last player here, Pride. It is Food with the 4K. that round.
Into areas where T1 would already have control of. T1, though, is going to start to throw a little bit of pressure towards A, most notably up ramp right now. Venerated will more than likely be the first point of contact to mesh against this. I mean, he'll be smoked out. Prevent access from moving its way forward so easily. A lot of utility being thrown against him, but this is all just so they can get access to the ropes and work their way back into mid instead. They'll take full control there. At the moment, it's uncontested by 100 Thieves. They have realized the fake due to the noise being made in the tunnels. They're going to try and beat them to the rotate, but it seems as though they've lost in that fact. Skadoodle finds the first marker here on the site by eliminating Dre. Valiate is able to hold on, though, just on his lonesome in the corner. More importantly, he drops the spike. Will eventually go down, though, to Food. And that should give the plan opportunity finally over to T1 here.
But a good start from Venerated. He finds 2, and it's now all left to Skadoodle with 1 HP heal, nowhere to be found. And even though they got juked, even though they got completely what looked like outplayed in the early moments of that round as they pushed up A ramp, took control, and went right back to B, the rotate was very strong from 100 Thieves. Much, and the spike is over back towards B. So eventually this should be really nice for Brax, and there's paint shells and satchel charges as he finds Valiant's position. Not a cyber cage will chase you or find you. Save you in these situations. Skadoodle with the wall up in heaven as well, and now it's all up to your boy Dre. Let's see what he can do. Nothing as Skadoodle comes around the corner. Food as well. This round looks cleaned up, and T1 respond again in the same fashion we saw on Ascent, this time on the attack. Whenever 100 Thieves looks to win a round, it's 2 rounds back to back. Pico, last remaining player. Yes, he will find 1, and he still has a paint shell plus the showstopper available, so maybe we speak too soon. It's still a 1v3 though, so still looking very difficult, but we've seen crazier things from Hiko.
Positions to work with here are so tough, and he's got this flank moving in from Brax, which is going to put a very swift end to the clutch attempt T1 already has. Venerated might have a nasty surprise lurking his way over the next couple seconds if he's not very careful about it. Smokes are going to start to plume out onto the site as well. We see an ult and ending up get popped here too to help with the initiation, and T1's going to start rolling out onto the site. 100 Thieves doing a good job of hiding themselves, but where's the trade? They're only keeping themselves alive at this point. They're not stopping the hit. There we go. Hiko with the first pickup, and it's an important one too. But just like that, Brax is going to swing in, trade it back against Hiko, and Ska will res their fallen teammate. Site control now under the control of T1. 100 Thieves right at the gates, ready to retake. Venerated gonna move in with the shorty. Find one against Crash. He's eliminating him once again. He's been falling behind a little bit in this map. Venerated continues his reign, finds the next pickup against Food too, bringing T1 down to just 3 players left in this. Dre and Ska are gonna trade out blows. A lot of the control starting to work its way back into 100 Thieves, but is it enough? Only 1 player left standing now. Brax having to pull off this 1v3 clutch. The first push against him is not successful. The second push, he's able to line up the spray for that one too. See the grenade go out to try and flush back his last remaining opponent, and he's gonna do it. Brax picking up that final kill there is going to be able to close out on the round for T1 here. They seem to be trying to read into this being a potential A take, but the only one from T1 that's pushing A right now is going to be the Cypher. So Cypher is trying to fake. He's doing a fantastic job of it, as it has pulled everybody from 100 Thieves off the site. It is actually being taken.
Ilix through gets 3 kills, Neural Theft as well, but the entire team is on that B-bomb site right now, and 100 Thieves is none the wiser. They're going to realize now, of course, his Cypher's all the way down that, but Crashy's looking for the ace. He could possibly find it as Valiant is nearby, but going down the ropes, he's not going to be able to do it because, of course, Food is there, and he's ready. 6-1.
No contestation here in mid from 100 Thieves. They're sitting back, letting their opponents swing in and take it. Great adjustment from Pride. Gets flashed out by the breach on the other team and still manages to take the win on the initial fight.
Well, Hiko's going to run into a world of hurt. Yes, AZK's right there. Your boy Dre was nowhere near, and even the Rays is going to get away. Actually, Orbital Strike now and can find a lot as your boy Dre is there too. Finally, they take him out, but he tries to make a gamble teleport. Food does. It's not going to work out. Skadoodle, the last player. And finally, 100 Thieves find something.
Watch out. T1's getting a lot trickier, a lot quieter. They're not being as direct with their play anymore. And that could be very, very scary for T1.
But it could. A lot of time sunk. 40 seconds now. Brax will go with the showstopper to clear out space, and he does get that. But a Molly is put into play to waste the time even further. And the rotate is now on out of A. They could still call the audible. There is time, but they're not going to do that. Choose to go where they know. Pride still here on the site. He's fallen all the way back. A camera to retake. All the way down. Valiant spots it. Cage is out as well. Pride in a good position. This is really good for them. Valiant onto Food. Start things off, but they've got two still left. And Pride in the corner. He gets taken out. AZK left by himself. Nico will respond, even if AZK looked like he might have moving forward. They've been really getting hammered on this B side, and the adjustments that they made and the plays that they made too with the double operators are not working out. Brack's going to go boldly outside, and Valiant with the Bucky finds two. Food, though, will finally trade him. Your boy Dre is on an off angle. There's a res available, but what will that actually do? As the slow orb is right on top of them, they have to fall back. Make sure they have the spike and look at the position from Pride.
There's Valiate stepping up to the plate. Once again, we talked about him before. Pride going to do the same thing from the inside of Market. Looking to pick one up, but he will go down after finding that initial kill. Neural Theft going to be utilized here now. Is Veteran able to swing quickly enough? Unfortunately, no, he is not. Crashies hears that coming.
Player is up ropes, but he gives it up. He's a showstopper. He's going to have to fight them head on. No hat Cypher makes it difficult, but still Satchel charges in, and Hiko played that brilliantly onto Skadoodle. A good position from him. He knew nobody, though, backing him up. They do hear the flashpoint now. Finally, Sage is going to walk over, but they've got control of A Heaven.
Moving in, we are going to see an attempted port over to Venerated, but it will get denied and sent right back to where it came from. Venerated with the next lineup eliminates a very important player from the T1 roster. Brax is going to get knocked out, popping AZK around the corner, finds a trade, and they'll just continue going back and forth, 1-for-1s on both ends of the equation. That eventually brings us down to what is now a 2 versus 2, given Hiko's most recent kill. Skadoodle's going to try to push it further, but Valiate swings out, finds him. Food will take out Hiko, though, and this falls to a 1v1. Valiate going to use the Neural Theft to get the position of the last man standing for the other side. Now, can he leverage it, though? No, it actually messes him up because he thinks he's going to be at a much closer angle when in reality...
Right here, right now, with some mid-aggressiveness through. Nobody watching that at all, and they've got all the way up to ropes. This could be really difficult for AZK and crew to hang on, but there's 3 here.
A couple tap attempts coming out here from T1 roster to hold it back, as you had mentioned, though. Pinch already working its way through mid. AZK and Food shut down the first 2 players that try to swing in. Paranoia is going to hit Food pretty heavily, but he sends it back and gets the visual cue to get at least 1 kill before he goes down to Dre there. Dre now going to be stuck in position, waiting for the rest of his heal to go off. Hiko will group up to try and clear out top ramp real quick. The problem isn't up here, it's down in the cubby that they have to worry about another player being in position. Dre makes quick work to eliminate him. 100 Thieves certainly trying their best to rally in this round here, despite the disadvantage that have been thrown their way, and Dre is a big part of that. A 3rd kill, now going in his direction with the elimination of Skadoodle. They're still stuck at the bottom of ramp leading into A, waiting to see T1's going to make a move against them. We will start to see that a little bit here. Hiko being forced back, and Crashies just shows up with the double kill to end it all. He picks it up. Hiko will kill Crash.
Go down and be main. And finally now Valiate moving forward on this A ramp, but there's 3 here. They're playing such a good setup. Valiate's going to find 1 possibly, but then the swing around the corner, but Pride is there too. But 1 more player that they don't expect, it's Food, and he's got him right in his sights. Pride and Valiate go down, and it's all left to the...
His scoreboard has been a bit quieter than what we've seen in some of the previous matches. He's got a chance right here, though, but he's going to get nearsighted. Push comes to shove. Thankfully, Skadoodle's also here to help him out. Crashies will swing, find his own first target. Dre will take out Skadoodle, leaving him, for the moment at least, alone here. That's not going to stay that way for very long. More rotates on the way. Dre, though, picking up a 2nd kill, eliminates Crashies. He's going to try to go for the default plan. He knows he's got another player up in heaven. Is trying to watch out for a repeat on that. Apparently doesn't leave himself a lot of time to secure the plant, but at least gets the job done, and now can focus on the 1v1. In fact, he's even going to push it a little bit further. Brings Hiko up. Hiko should get insta-refrag here by Food, and he finds the next one right after that. Food with the 1v2 clutch. Really a 1v1 clutch, but he killed 2 people, so it's technically a 1v2 clutch. Is going to take this round and continue to push the advantage even further for T1.
It's a TV dinner for food, and the story I'm watching, I want to binge.
Every second one or so, they're still going to be in perfectly fine shape to be able to close out this map and take it 2-0. Venerated for 100 Thieves will lead the charge, pushing into heaven. Rest of the team, as you can see, very much attached to him. No one on T1 is going to make an attempt to strike back against that. Crashy's going to have to be here. Food also falls very quickly, as does Crashy's. Able to get one, but that's it so far. A very good execute from 100 Thieves. Rotates are on the way, however, as Skadoodle starts it off on the retake with that opening frag against Tico.
A big teleport from Venerated down into the hell position. Brax on top of him. They might actually want to back off, but with the round lead that they have, almost no chance. Skadoodle dives right on top of Venerated. A difficult shot. He finds 3, and Brax with the remaining player. The spike already being defused. The confidence on this team of T1 is astounding as they march their way to victory. 12-4, and we're getting ever closer to the end of... A little too late for that one. There's still 2 players here. Up on top, Brax is up here, but only 1 player going to be looking towards this A ramp. So he's going to be by himself. He can fall into his other teammate, but if there's a split, which isn't happening, so he doesn't have to worry about that at all. He might actually be able to do really nice with Skadoodle on this as well. Brax will peek around the corner. 2 and 3. Venerated comes down the ramps finally, which is what he needed to worry about, but he got the job done. 2 players left against 3. Hiko, one of them. There's still a possibility, but there's 1 player lurking around the box, and Hiko doesn't even know, but AZK is not going to be able to confirm the kill. Finally does. Venerated by himself. He gets into the sights, but gets sent back, and this might be it. The swan song for 100 Thieves is Venerated.
Oh, no.
Doesn't even find the one as they go through into the A site. No chance here.
And that is going to close it out, ladies and gentlemen. T1 take the second map 13-4 and are going to claim the series in 2-0 fashion with that second map going under their control. Just too much firepower working too strongly in the midst of these rounds for 100 Thieves to fight against. 100 Thieves overall, though, still a very impressive group run. They will still make it through